The US has is going to impose additional 100% tariff on China imports, and also impose port surcharge on China ships. Then, is China going to back down and start calling President Trump and start talking to him? Of course not. Hi, Leslie Hu here. Why is China not going to back down despite all these threats from the US? Because it can. China, the present-day China is no longer like the China in the 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s. Economic-wise, it's an economic superpower, unlike Soviet Union, which the US dealt with in the last centuries. In terms of military, well, we can see what China has from the September 3rd 3-day parade. We know how strong China is in terms of economics, in terms of military. So, is US going to do anything to scare off China? I don't think so. In terms of trade wars, China has a lot of cards to deal with the US. For example, the rare earth, the processed rare earth, soybean, beef, etc. Now, if you look at the US, does it have any cards to play games with China? So far, I don't think so. If it has, we will have known it by now. Then, until the US has significant offer to China, there will not be any talk or any meeting between President Trump and President Xi. Even between the trade officials at high levels between the countries, it's not going to happen. If it happens, it'll be a waste of time. Just talk, and no outcome. It's just a waste of time. China is, how should I put it? Why is China staying firm in these trade wars? Because China at this stage, or in this era, given its economic strength and military strength, it is giving the world another option to deal with other than the US. It's not going to replace US. I don't think China, at least at this stage, it has no intention to replace China, to replace the US and become the leader of the New World Order. It's just giving the world another options. And in order to achieve that, it has to be strong. That means when other countries that not going to deal with the US, no, you can go to China. We can talk about trade, investments, corporations between companies, and even military weapon purchase. You can talk about anything, everything. And dealing with China, for sure, you will have win-win situations. So this is the options that China want to give to the world, to the rest of the world, and to be strong. Also give this country the confidence that when you deal with China, you have no one to be afraid of. From the BRICS perspective, China also needs to give the existing members and potential members the confidence that if you join the group, you have nothing to be afraid of. You can deal with the country members, and no one is going to bully you. And if there's anyone going to bully you, the group will stand behind you and protect you and help you. So this is the reason why China, or one of the reasons that China has to be strong, is unlike in the past that China show its softness in the sense that it's if there's no conflict, please don't fight. We will just sit down and talk. No. Based on what China has reacted in the latest trade war with the US, China is going to be a tough nut to crack. It's going to stay strong that way. So, from the US perspective, is it worth to threaten China, to fight against China? Does not seem to be that way. It is, I think, it is more worth to work with China, to discuss with China. I think this is the way to go, especially when China's soybean cuts is, what should I say, not is, what I mean is that the China soybean cuts are going to have an impact on the 2026, next year, midterm elections. For sure is going to be not in the favor of Republicans. And the rare earth cuts, they are going to affect businesses, US businesses that are usually a big campaign donor during election years. So I think US needs to think about the foreign policy, to reconsider, to reformulate its foreign policies towards China. It is really not worth the fight. Okay, that's all for this video. See you in the next one.